What's up, guys? We're back. This is part two of the United 24 video of the top Ukrainian combat footage. They kind of like montage some together. So we had the part one. We just watched the Azov boys kick some ass. So we're gonna start part two right now. So real quick, my name is Saxon. I go by Vegas here in Ukraine. I joined the International Legion for the defense of Ukraine in January of 2023. I'm still here in Ukraine, no longer with the Legion. I'm now with Azov, actually. Specifically, Azov's International Battalion. Excuse me. We are recruiting. You do not need military experience. It's definitely a bonus, but you don't need it because Azov is going to be putting everyone through the Azov training anyways. So, if you're on your way out to Ukraine, you've been considering it, you have a friend or family member in Ukraine, tell them to hit us up. I'll link my referral link in my referral link application in the description below, which means if you fill out that specific link, then it'll show that you know me, basically, right? So we kind of have a frame of reference of where people are coming from. Anyways, we did just get off of a deployment not too long ago, and it was very successful. The boys did such a good job, and a very large percentage of our entire battalion right now is our entire unit is you guys, literally subscribers from this channel that started watching my videos. Watched me back when I was in the Legion, and then came here and joined Azov. So let's jump into this. Enough yapping. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, so the Azov guys just captured a bunch of Russians.
Я думаю изначально, что вот тут на углу, короче, я тут вот с 9, кто с 9, я вот увидел первых украинцев, вот когда нас из подвала вытаскивают.
Okay, next one. This is 3AB, I bet. Oh yeah, well, it shows it right
The fighters
there.
of the Hydra unit of the 2nd Mechanized Battalion of the 3rd Assault Brigade confidently move forward in pairs.
Hydra unit of the 2nd Assault Unit. Wait.
Clear 2nd Mechanized Battalion. The fighters of the Hydra unit of the 2nd Mechanized Battalion.
Hydra unit of the 2nd Mech Unit in 3AB.
Of the 3rd Assault Brigade confidently move forward in pairs, clearing the Russian positions. They have to make their way through
Hey, I just wanted to throw this out here because I promised I would share some of my most recent experiences in combat while I was doing some reactions.
shattered.
I've done this right here where you are clearing a posadka, or that's the Ukrainian word for a tree line. That shit sucks, dude, because there's no way to really be quiet depending on the season, depending on the weather. They're going to hear you coming from a mile away, and they're also going to see you, most likely. This tree line is shit. There is absolutely zero cover. At least where I was, because of the season, there was a lot more foliage. There was more tree cover, a little bit. Anyways, this is gnarly. And unfortunately, what happens is when the Russians inevitably hear or see you coming, they will start shooting and then maybe even hit one of your guys, and then you react to contact at that point. But rarely do you end up getting the drop on them, just because that it happens. It definitely happens. Actually, some of our guys got the drop on a bunch of dudes that were sleeping in their trench, so it does happen. But anyways, this shit sucks.
They have to make their way through shattered, bullet-ridden trees. In the distance, there's the crackle of machine gun fire, the buzz of drones, and the echo of explosions.
Що? Впало щось з дрона. Іди.
The fighters continue to move forward, carefully monitoring the situation around them.
So he said grenade, something dropped from the drone. He said, we didn't hear an explosion, but I do know that there's a percentage of grenades that just do not explode when they're dropped. They're duds, right? So I've actually seen it to where our guys have dropped the grenade so accurately it actually hits the Russian, like bounces off of their body, but the grenade didn't explode. So that shit happens too. Also, if you were ever curious what hell on earth looks like, this. When the drones start getting dispatched, you start taking indirect fire from artillery and mortars, and you're dodging drones, and possibly even in a firefight. That's what hell on earth looks like.
Another explosion erupts dangerously close to the group.
Давай. Рухайся, бо дрон з нами.
Пацани, давайте мені зворотній зв'язок. Я не розумію, що у вас відбувається. Той, хто без радійки контролить, той, хто на радійці, дає на мене інфу.
Ще один.
So you can tell, I can't even see that thing, but I could tell by the way it sounds that's a Mavic, which is usually a surveillance drone and or a dropper drone. Mavics are probably the most common type of drones. It's what they started using, like at the beginning of the drone warfare, was your commercial grade Mavic drones, the one you could buy at like a Walmart and just fly around the neighborhood, you know? I could tell by that sound that's a Mavic.
Що? Не підходь.
Давай краще, пішли.
Бери гранату вже.
So they definitely just smoked a Russian, and they did get the drop on him. Either they got the drop on him, or dude was just hiding. But either way, they got the drop on him. This is, as I was saying, you rarely get the drop. These guys do exactly that, so that's great.
Кавун, бери гранату вже.
Давай, рух, пішли.
Нарізай.
The Ukrainian military is firing.
I know I'm stopping a lot right now, but I have direct experience in this, literally this mission set right here, so I want to cover a bunch of things when I see it. Now that they've gone loud, they killed that Russian dude in the foxhole. Now it's game time. Now you shoot everything. If it looks, sounds, it smells, like a Russian, you shoot at it. If a tree looks like, you shoot at it. You shoot everything at this point. You throw grenades in every single hole that you're coming up in, every foxhole, every position that looks like they could be hiding in, you throw a frag in it.
On enemy positions. One of the fighters throws a grenade into the Russian dugout.
Крию. Пацани, там ветки трещать. Обережно, дивись вперед, проблема.
He said, guys, branches are breaking overhead, which means, and you could hear it a little bit, there's somebody further down this tree line that is taking pop shots in this direction. So the Russians know that they're there, obviously, now, but I believe they did before as well because, number one, the drones. But number two, you could tell the way that artillery was walking in, right? There was that first shell landed pretty far out. The second one was closer, and that last one that just landed sounded like it was right outside, right behind that dude.
There is constant communication with the command post, which closely monitors everything happening on the battlefield.
Дана посадити птичку.
Мінуснули якихось?
По 4-5-0.
Красавчик, лучший.
Don't know where that was.
Рух.
The advance continues. There is constant machine gun fire and grenades being thrown.
Whatever these dudes are throwing, whatever grenades they have, they are not your standard grenades. I mean, your standard frags. They're not your F1s, your RGD5s, your what are the little Russian ones called? Vogs. Those are whatever they're using are bigger. It's probably like those non-stop looking ones, those silver cylindrical ones that look like an energy drink can. They're typically thermobaric. They're made specifically for clearing bunkers, trenches, and cellars, basements.
Держай скид. Не, над нами скид.
Пацани, старайтесь сильно там не зациклюватися і продовжувати, бо вже починають працювати.
Ну йдем, ні? Пошли. Крий. Бігом. Все, нора.
Стой.
Стою. Та там далі.
Кавун, акуратно, скид над вами, скид над вами.
На що? Що це було? Ой, над нами прям, над нами.
You can literally see it, dude. So he dropped from pretty far up, and you could see that it went off course a little bit, but not very far off, dude. That was very close. I'm actually surprised these guys didn't take any frag, because oftentimes with those drop grenades, what they'll do, it'll be like your standard frag typically, but then they'll like scotch or duct tape nails or shreds of metal, things that will just explode into more pieces of metal, just to make that radius of that danger radius more, not necessarily, yeah, lethal, I guess, but really the goal is to injure somebody. Somebody takes frag to the arm, the leg, it's going to put them down for a minute, and then sometimes it's in the neck, and there's not much you can do about it. Side note, invest in neck protection, your neck armor, if you're coming to Ukraine.
Ой, над нами прям, над нами. Та я розумію, його може бути, та не йди до мене. І скид. І ще один прийшов. Міна.
Давайте, зачекайте, пацани, моя 300.
Він за скид. Скид, пістолет.
Shit, man.
One of the Ukrainian soldiers was injured after a drone dropped explosives.
Дивіться небо.
FPV.
FPV-шка? Не підходь близько. Пройди вперед.
Listen. You hear the difference between that Mavic that we heard earlier and that FPV? It's very apparent once you kind of pay attention, right? The FPVs are more of a scream, like a squeal, a screech. The Mavics are more of like a buzz, like a fly next to your ear type of sound.
Це наша чи ні? Кавун, іди. Обережно.
Лівіше.
Друже, постарайтеся дочистити, постарайтеся дочистити і все. І далі діємо по плану, надаємо собі допомогу і куримо. Треба швиденько доробити і знімати звідти на.
Проходь, кавунчик. Держи.
Those are mortars.
Кавун, обережно. Чуєш?
The soldier throws another grenade into the Russian trenches. Then machine gun fire immediately follows.
Попав? Накинь ще одну.
You can hear the Mavic. No, it's FPV. It might be both.
Два скида.
Yeah.
Пацани, крийте небо! Проходь. Кавун, проходь сейчас. Кавунчик, я тебе, ой, блядь, кажу, кавун, пистолет, проходь сейчас.
Крий.
Я впивихав, пацанов.
Oh, friendly FPV,
Шо?
I think.
Я впивихав, пацанов залетів.
Да?
Ну да, походу.
Fuck.
An operator was injured by the nearby explosion.
God damn it.
But despite everything, the positions were cleared. The enemy was defeated. The fighters successfully secured the area and completed the mission.
So many bodies, dude. Everything smells like death. Everything smells like death out there, dude. If you know, you know that smell. You smell it once typically. You could smell it anywhere. But it's like there's entire zones, portions of the front line that just reek of death. Like it catches the wind from maybe a trench line down that has like 15 dead bodies, or a tree line like this that obviously has a bunch, and the wind will catch the scent and send it your direction, dude. And then you smell like this death for days afterwards, because it's on your kit, it's in your clothes, it's in your hair. You smell like this. You have to wash all your shit. It really sticks with you. It's crazy. Like when I was a firefighter, and you go to a house fire, or a brush fire, once you're home, you would smell like smoke for a week. It very much reminded me of that sort of a situation, except it smelled much better to smell like a campfire for a week than dead Russian bodies. So that was badass, dude. That was a really, really cool video. 3AB, 3rd Assault Brigade, these guys are solid. They gained a name for themselves in what they call the Big Invasion, the big war of 2022. They haven't been around. They weren't as big of a deal before that. They separated off and did their own thing, and they became a really big deal in 2022 because they were very effective. They have good training, and they typically operate in like they do larger infantry style assaults and mechanized infantry assaults. So they'll roll up with multiple armored personnel carriers. They'll jump, a bunch of infantry will jump out. The APCs will cover them using their guns, their cannons on the top, and that's kind of how they roll. This was obviously a smaller assault style, which is kind of the way everybody has to operate now, just because of the amount of indirect fire you saw there. Imagine if there was 20 guys there. There'd probably be 6 woundeds at least, maybe some KIA, just because of the drop drones, the mortars. That was a great example of what shit looks like currently, the current climate of the front line right now. The actual firefighting, like gunfights, is the least of anybody's concern. It's always the drones, it's the mortars, it's the artillery, it's the stuff that'll kill you before you can even get to the gunfight. Anyways, that was badass. If you are interested in coming out here to Ukraine, or you've been considering it, you just didn't know what unit to join, hit us up here at Azov. The link is in the description below. Also check United 24 out. These guys are awesome. They also support the brigade I'm in, Azov, big time. So check them out. I love you guys, and we'll see part 3 tomorrow.